In the early 1900s, optimism soared. Humanity believed it could conquer nature. The Titanic was born from this ambition, a floating palace, the largest moving object ever built, and declared unsinkable. She carried the hopes of the wealthy and the dreams of immigrants, all trusting in her promise of a new beginning. The world watched her departure with pride, seeing a symbol of progress. But the ocean is unforgiving. On April 14, 1912, a silent iceberg struck, slicing open the hull. The unsinkable ship was doomed. Panic replaced confidence as it became clear there weren't enough lifeboats. In less than 3 hours, over 1,500 lives were lost to the icy Atlantic. The world was stunned. How could this marvel vanish so quickly? The Titanic's sinking shattered illusions of mastery over nature. It left behind a mystery, a wound, and a lesson in humility. The ship that embodied human ambition became a symbol of tragic hubris. The legend of Titanic was born. For decades, Titanic's resting place was a mystery, lost in the vast, dark Atlantic. Many searched, driven by curiosity and the need for closure, but the technology wasn't ready. The ocean floor, rugged and deep, hid the ship for generations. The quest to find Titanic became legendary. Dr. Robert Ballard, an oceanographer, dreamed of finding her, not for treasure, but for history. In the 1980s, Ballard's team developed Argo, a remote-controlled sled with cameras and sonar. They searched the seabed grid by grid for weeks. Then, in September 1985, a boiler appeared on the monitor. Silence, then celebration. They had found Titanic. Following a trail of debris, they saw the ship's bow emerge from the darkness. The search was over after 73 years. The world could finally see the legendary ship again. But it was no longer a symbol of pride. It was a solemn tomb. The discovery brought closure but also deepened the tragedy. Titanic's ghost had been found. The images from the deep were haunting. Titanic was split in two, the bow eerily preserved, the stern a twisted ruin. Rusticles hung from the wreck, slowly consuming the ship. The site had become a man-made reef, a new habitat in the abyss. Scattered across the seabed were artifacts, boots, a doll's head, bottles, echoes of lost lives. Each object told a silent, personal story. The wreck was not a treasure trove but a sacred memorial. Ballard's team treated it with respect, taking nothing. The discovery turned legend into tangible tragedy. It answered questions. The iceberg had caused a long gash, and the ship had broken apart on the surface. The wreck became a scientific epilogue to a human drama. Titanic in decay revealed its final secrets. The past was no longer distant, it was real and deeply human. Titanic's sinking forced sweeping changes in maritime safety. New laws required enough lifeboats for all, regular drills and 24-hour radio watches. The International Ice Patrol was created to track icebergs and prevent future disasters. These changes have saved countless lives. The wreck itself became a laboratory, teaching us about deep-sea life and decay. Scientists study rusticles and the ship's slow return to nature. Titanic remains a symbol of ambition and frailty, a reminder of the cost of hubris. Its story endures as a lesson in humility, preparedness, and respect for nature. More than a century later, Titanic still captivates and teaches us. It is a memorial to those lost and a warning for the future. The legend rests in the deep, but its lessons rise to the surface.